Prochaine question.
Good morning, Prime Minister Nisha Patel, CBC News. Along with cutting the EV mandate, you've cut the consumer carbon tax, weakened a commitment to the oil and gas emissions cap. You're exempting Alberta from clean energy regulations and abandoned a promise to plant 2 billion trees. Do you still consider yourself a leader on climate change?
Absolutely. I consider Canada a leader on climate change and on focusing on climate change results and solutions. So let me enumerate what we're doing, and there is more to come. Minister de Bruzen is here and working closely with the Minister, and her responsibilities is environment and climate change. Minister of Industry, myself, a host of industries are developing our climate change strategy, which will come out shortly. But let's be clear what we're doing. And I'm going to start with what we're talking about today. First is establishing, through a huge range of direct supports and tax incentives, for the entire clean vehicle production chain, value chain, from critical mineral development, processing, battery infrastructure, through to tax incentives for clean manufacturing and the manufacturing of low emission and EV vehicles. So all of that in place, the most competitive investment regime by a mile for the auto sector, in particular for clean. So that's one. Number two, incentives for consumers to adopt EVs being put back in place. Number three, and a focus on the results in terms of the transition path of the industry. So we want emissions down. We're tightening by twofold our GHG emissions standards, and we're giving the industry the flexibility how they achieve that, whether through plug-in hybrids, EVs, more efficient ICE vehicles, there are multiple paths on this part as we ramp up our clean energy side. In addition, and I'm not going to make this too much longer, in addition, I alluded to this, I said it, and you will see it shortly, we are putting in place an electricity strategy, a good conversation with the provinces around this, to double the scale of our grid in this country, which is a clean grid. Finally, with respect to Alberta and conventional energy exports, the LNG exports from that are coming actual and prospective out of Vancouver are top quartile or top decile, lowest emission LNG. The oil, if we have an oil pipeline, which we're working towards achieving to the West Coast, it will be twinned with the Pathways Project, the largest carbon capture and storage project in the world, not just making sure that that's low emission oil and gas in the production and transportation of oil and gas, but that we're creating an entirely new industry. So the point is, we are focused, we are dead focused on results, getting emissions down, making the major investments that we need to get emissions down, and in the process, creating more jobs for Canadians and a better future for our economy.